Hello gamers, welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm just doing a dungeon floor 1 run. I'm playing Berserker, Minigun Mustang is playing tank. He has around 80,000 effective health points, so he's a very good tank. And I do around that much damage per hit, especially further into the run when I do around 150k per hit. Now I'm using a Flare of Truth, as well as Young Dragon leggings and boots, both 3-starred with the Fierce Reforge. I am also using a 2-star Old Dragon chestplate with the Titanic Reforge, and a Bonzo's mask also with the Fierce Reforge and 4-starred. Now, he is using full 5-starred Old Dragon armor, so it's pretty decent. Now, I recommend using Bad Lion for all dungeon floors. As you can see, this solver here instantly solves this puzzle. Also, for my setup, you're going to need 3.1 million for the sword and around 1 million or so for the armor set. A lot less if you can star it yourself. Now, for his, you're going to need around 2 mil for the armor and 300k for the weapon. He is using a fell sword currently. But the problem is, his armor takes a lot to star of dragon essence. However, it is very good armor. If you're playing tank, you should definitely look into full 5-star old drag. Now, I'll just finish off this lost adventure. Now, as you can see, I can easily kill lost adventurers, especially when he's tanking for me. A berserker is very good with a tank for early floors, because the berserker can one-tap all of the mobs, and the tank can tank them, obviously. Now, my setup is slightly more expensive, but the survivability is a whole lot lower. However, I can clear floor 1 on my own, especially with the Bonzo mask. I'll be upgrading my armor sooner or later, and I'm planning on switching to mage in the future, but for now my best class is berserker. I already owned the young drag and I starred it myself, and I just bought a cheap old dragon chestplate. Now, as you can see, the Bad Lion solvers are doing a great job again. So now I have to go finish this room over here. As you can see, he is tanking that no problem at all, and I'm one-tapping everything. As long as I can hit it, of course. There we go, 100,000 damage per hit. Right there. Yeah, I only have 34,000 effective health. He has around 80,000. Obviously, the more effective health you have, better you'll be able to survive, which is the whole point of tank. The whole point of Berserker is to be able to one-tap everything and be kind of fast, hence the young drag leggings and boots. As you can see, I've got 260% speed without most of the rooms complete, which is pretty decent. Alright, now I'll head... Yeah, there we go. Lots of damage there. As you can see, I am using Strength 3 from the dungeon potion. It's a $5,000 potion, which is pretty cheap. As you can see, I am having absolutely no trouble soloing this mini-boss. I'm barely even taking damage, and I'm doing a lot per hit. So he won't be able to survive much longer. There we go. Now, a good strategy in floor 1 is to just open the blood room, and that way you'll be able to wait for all the mobs to spawn before completing it. Alright, now while I'm waiting for the mobs to spawn, I'll go finish the rest of the dungeon. Minigun Mustang is actually AFK right now, so I'll just be soloing it from now on. It's really not that hard to do, so long as you can deal enough DPS to finish the boss. Bonzo masks are really good in this aspect because you'll be pretty much invincible, as you'll have a second life. And if you can kill him once per life, then you'll be able to easily do it. Especially with a teammate tanking for you. Hence why Berserker tank is so good for early game. If you're having problems with survivability and have a set like mine, you might want to look into more old drag. However, for me, it's pretty good. Now, I'll complete these last couple of rooms. There you go, 148k damage, easily. That's with a $5,000 potion, but honestly, 5,000 is not that much. You make that much from a dungeon run, usually anyway, so long as you're fairly lucky. I can pretty much one-tap these guys if I can actually get a crit on them, which is pretty good. Alright, I'll head down into this next room. Whoop. There we go. Again, bad lion solvers are a lifesaver here. However, I mean, if you like doing puzzles, you can still turn them off. I still recommend bad lion. However, if you don't like the solvers, Lunar is also a very good option, as it improves your FPS pretty well, and has a smoother heads-up display than bad lion. As you can see, the solver has solved this room for me, and I'll be able to open the chest, get the secret, and get out of there. Now that I've done that, let's blow this up for fun. As you can see, very easy to kill them, and they can barely do any damage to me. Alright, I'll head back over to the blood room now, and it should be pretty easy. I'm just showing you this whole run not sped up, so you can see how easy it is to do as long as you are a fairly reasonable dungeons level and have all of the gear I have, which you can do from only a couple hours of carrying and about $4 million. From here, oh, another mini boss. I'll just quickly fight him. As you can see, my health is not really dipping at all, and I was able to kill him very easily. The reason my health barely dipped is because by now my effective health is probably about 40 to 50k, meaning it's pretty hard for me to die. However, in the boss fight, Bonzo can do a lot of DPS, especially after he revives himself, so it's always wise to have a tank with you. Alright, almost at the blood room now. Now, Berserker class is great for speed. I'm getting 200 speed easily. I'm just gonna switch into my mage gear for the mana, because again, Dreadlord Sword is literally the best way to clear the blood room, especially in early floors when you can hide up the top. So I'll just fly through here, and I'll just quickly recharge my mana. I'll want to get to around 1,000, and from then on I can just spam it without losing much mana. Alright, better start right about now. As you can see, my mana is barely even going down. And I killed every single one of them. Very easily. Alright, just quickly grab the blessings, and it's time for the boss fight. Couple of tips for Bonzo. You want highest DPS possible. There's Minigun Mustang in the tank gear again. So Bonzo is going to have not much armor, but a lot of health. So in order to kill him, all you have to do is get enough hits on him. It's really not going to be that hard. As you can see, I'm almost got him already. With a Flower of Truth, you can do several thousand per hit to Bonzo. He's almost easier to kill than some Lost Adventurers. I can pretty much just one-tap him with my Flower of Truth from that point. And he goes through different stages. As you can see, Minigun Mustang's tanking those pretty well, but he's going to die soon. Bonzo in his revived form does a lot of DPS, so it's best to hide while he does his balloon attacks. Then, you're going to run back towards him, try and dodge as many balloons as possible. And from that point, you just want to smack him. His undead are going to be annoying, but if you hit them with your Flower of Truth ability, it'll ricochet, hit Bonzo, and deal a lot more damage. There we go. He's dead. Once you kill Bonzo, the undead also disappear, making it a whole lot easier for you. So don't focus on killing them. As you can see, I have gotten an A, and I'll try and make a bit of profit here. There you go, I make 18k from the free chest. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this run. That's me out for today. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll do something special for when I hit 30 subscribers. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.